Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Wednesday night live stream. I am Brandon Foster. I am the owner and founder of Magic Land Vacations and Travel Planning Genies, and I have the incredible Laura Morrison. I did that the first time today.
You did.
Laura
You did.
Morrison, our incredible cruise queen, hashtag trailblazer, hashtag business manager of Magic Land Vacations with us tonight. And Laura, thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate it so very much.
Absolutely. I got to get in on the cruise stuff.
I know the cruise stuff is really, really good. So before we start, please make sure someone comment that you can hear us and see us okay. Before we get into all the goodies, today we're actually going to be talking about Disney Cruise Line versus Royal Caribbean Cruise Line and which one is better in different categories. We have 7 different categories to rank today. Now, Laura, before we start this, can you just share with everybody what all cruise lines you have sailed on? Because at this point, you've been on a lot. And I just want everyone to know what all you've been on because it's part of why you're so good at what you do and you're an expert.
Yes. Well, I've been on Disney, I've been on Royal, I've been on Celebrity, Princess, Carnival, which I don't talk about. I'm cruising on MSC in December. I'm cruising on Norwegian New Year's Eve. So got a bunch of cruises. I've got those 2 coming up. So I'll have those under my belt in December.
And can you share with us just briefly, like, which cruise ships, maybe plural, have been your favorite so far?
Ooh, that is tough. Ships.
I totally put you on the spot, but I really want to know.
I know. I really love the Oasis class ships. Those are probably some of my absolute favorite are the Oasis class ships. I am dying to get on the Icon class ships.
Which is Royal. So for those of you who don't know, Royal has the Oasis class ships. Mm-hmm. And actually, I should go ahead and do this. Hold on. Let me go ahead and share. So when Laura says that her favorite so far has probably been some of the Oasis class ships, this is right here lists all the Oasis class ships. So she's talking about Allure of the Seas, Harmony of the Seas, Oasis of the Seas, Symphony of the Seas. This Oasis class is basically the class that has like the neighborhoods that Royal Caribbean is really known for, lots of different activities. It has the flow rider, the zip line, Studio B with the ice skating rink, rock climbing wall, Ultimate Abyss the slide, the Perfect Storm, which is 3 multi-story water slides, the Boardwalk Arcade, and then of course you also have the outdoor aqua theater as well. Yes. So that gives kind of
Central Park
and Central Park, yeah.
So Central Park,
yeah. So Oasis class ships. Now, y'all, we have some breaking news to share as of 3 days ago. Because you all know that Laura and I have a friendly competition over who has been to the most Walt Disney World resorts, which she has won. She has, was it 18 or 19 Walt Disney World resorts?
I think it was 18.
And I have been to 12 Walt Disney World resorts. And Laura, I have been on more Disney cruise ships than Laura has. However, she had been on the Wish, and I hadn't been on the Wish. And I'm doing a Halloween on the high seas on the Wish, and I'm super excited. And so I thought it would be fun because I just discovered this. I'm going to share this really quick, and then we'll go into our 7 things of which is better. But I wanted to share this because did you know that you can pull up your cruise history, Laura, with Disney to keep track of your status and see all of your sailings?
Yes.
So I thought it would be fun really quickly just to share my Disney Cruise Line sail history. And I think it's this one. So I have been on 6 cruises. This one that I just booked will be my 7th cruise. I'm a gold member. So this is the upcoming reservation going on the Disney Wish. I was on the Fantasy and the Dream last year. So I did 2 cruises last year. COVID restrictions were still applicable about that time, which is why cruising has been so popular this year. I did the Disney Wonder. This was a really fun cruise. This was an Alaskan cruise that I did in 2019. Disney Magic was actually a very maritime cruise. I did that in 2017, and then I did my first 2 cruises in August and in September of 15 and 17. This one right here was actually my very first Halloween on the High Seas cruising, Laura.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So amazing. Thank you, Dustin, for saying that you can hear us and see us. We appreciate that. Look, I can actually add people's comments right now. We can hear and see you. Thank you, Dustin. And thank you for showing up on YouTube as well. We appreciate that. All the places.
All the things.
Yes. So we have 7 different ways we're going to rank ourselves and which is better. So let's start with which has the better nighttime entertainment, Laura. Which do you think has the better nighttime entertainment? Are you going to go Team Disney or Team Royal?
I'm going to have to go Team Royal.
What? Really?
Because there's more entertainment. There's more things for people to do, more shows for people to see, some that are child, friendly, some that are adult friendly. They do have Broadway shows. You can see Grease. You can see all these different, Broadway shows. Unfortunately, we saw Cats. But, they have all these Broadway shows, which we all know Disney has the most incredible Broadway shows, and they're all Disney Broadway shows. So if you're looking for that Disney show, that's the line you want to be on, because you can see a Disney Broadway show on a cruise ship cheaper than you can fly to New York, see it on Broadway, and come back. So you might as well do a cruise if you're going to do that.
Got it. So yeah, so in terms of different ways of nighttime entertainment, I'm trying to see where is the one. Yeah, okay. So nighttime shows, if you're talking about Royal, I can see what you're saying about that, Laura, because you have the ice skating rink, you have the Aqua Theater show. So this is a picture of the Aqua Theater show right here. That's what this is, the Aqua Theater show. You have the ice skating rink. You have the Broadway style shows that they have. And then of course you also have the casino. I think that's one of the biggest differences too between Disney Cruise Line and Royal is that you have the casino. But I really prefer Disney's entertainment. I know Laura is shocked.
Just mind blown.
Because first of all, on Royal, you do get a really nice Broadway show, except it's Cats.
It was on that ship.
But they have variety entertainment.
Yes.
But with Disney, you're guaranteed 3 Disney-style Broadway shows. So you're not limited to just one. You're going to have 3. No matter what cruise sailing you're on, you're going to have 3 shows. They're different on every single cruise ship. They have 1 or 2 that might overlap on the same ship on different ships. But you're never going to go on another Disney Cruise Line sailing on another ship and have the exact same 3 shows as on another ship. They might have 1 or 2 of the same, but they're going to be different. And also, we can't forget Pirate Night and Fireworks at Sea. I mean, that's a really huge thing that Royal doesn't have. Royal has the Aqua Theater show, which is amazing. Disney Cruise Line's answer to that to me is the pirate themed nighttime show and the fireworks and all that stuff. So I really like Disney's nighttime entertainment for that. And I would also say that on the Wish, which Dustin and I are really excited about experiencing, Disney's been moving toward dinner show entertainment,
Yes.
even with Tiana's Bayou, or not Tiana's Bayou, but Tiana's Place or whatever it's called over on the Wonder. And then you have the Rapunzel themed experience too on the Magic. And then, of course, with the Wish, you have the Marvel experience, and then you have the Frozen experience. So I do think that does set Disney apart a little bit as well. Okay, number 6. Which has better kid clubs, Laura?
Oh, come on, Disney. Disney hands down has the best kids clubs. But I will tell you, if you want your kids separated into different age groups, Royal is going to do that better, because Disney's kids clubs generally do a larger grouping. Because isn't it what, 3 to 12?
Yes.
Okay. So Royal has like 4 different levels. So they really break them down into very segmented ages for those kids, so that your 4-year-old is not playing with 12-year-olds.
Got it. That makes a lot of sense. So just a quick recap for you all on why Laura is saying that Disney kids clubs are much better than maybe
amazing.
that you would find over on Royal. I'll just scroll down to that piece for the kids clubs. So first of all, you have the different, like, Oceaneer Club. You have the Oceaneer Lab, Oceaneer Club. This is not what I want to showcase. I want to showcase Laura. I want the part in the brochure where it talks about. I'm just going to skip all the way down to the Wish, where it highlights the Wish, because it's just a good example.
And the kids clubs on the Wish are phenomenal. And as an adult, you can go down there when you're in port. If you don't get off, you can go play.
Yeah. So Star Wars Cargo Bay, Marvel Superhero Academy. There's quite a few of the ships actually have these. It's not just the Wish. It's just they don't all have both of them. Some might have Star Wars Cargo Bay. Some might have Marvel Superhero Academy.
Right.
So they're all going to have experiences for the kids with Disney characters, but that's also going to change based on what ship it is and how the theming is inside of the Oceaneers Lab and the Oceaneers Club and all that kind of stuff. Yes. But it is really neat for those things. And it definitely, to me, is one of the highlights of a Disney cruise. And also, they feed your kids at dinner. So they can actually bring dinner down in the kids' clubs.
Yes.
All right. So which has better dining, Laura?
So hands down, that's going to be Royal, because they have so many more dining options. So, food quality, they're both tied. They both have amazing food quality. Disney with the rotational dining, which is phenomenal. You're going to go through the 3 main dining rooms, and you'll do them on a 7-day cruise. You're going to do them twice, with a 3rd day, somewhere on there. With Royal, you have main dining. You have your 3 main dining rooms. However, you have more specialty dining. So on Disney Cruise, you have 2 specialty restaurants that are adult only. On Royal, you have several more specialty dining restaurants. Some of the ships have even 4 specialty dining restaurants, along with other dining options that are not just poolside. So that makes a huge difference when you're trying to feed everybody, and everybody wants something a little bit different, and you don't want to do regular main dining. You can do specialty dining.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is a very true statement, that Royal does have more dining options than if you're going on Disney Cruise. Because any Disney cruise ship that you go on, you're going to have your 3 main dining rooms, and then you're going to have either 1 or 2 specialty dining options. So really, you're going to have a total of 5 options. So when you think about the main dining and then having all the specialty restaurants that Royal has, that is a little bit different. I also think there's something to say too for the rotational dining that Disney has that Royal doesn't have, because I feel like a lot of people do not understand the value and like the X factor for me that is, unless you've been on another cruise line like Royal or Princess or MSC or whoever it is, because it is really cool to have your same wait staff follow you every single night into each different venue. I do think that in terms of entertainment factor, I feel like Disney does a much better job with entertaining people these days with the different things that they offer on the cruise lines. I personally, like I've already said this, tonight, but I'm really, really, really excited about everything that's going to happen for the dining on board the Wish, and being able to really experience all those different themed experiences on the Wish. The Marvels,
Arendelle.
Frozen, and Arendelle, and all of
You're
those.
gonna love it.
Yeah,
Arendelle's amazing.
Okay, so next question is, Dustin Portillo said, the Italian restaurant we ate on our cruise in February was absolutely amazing. Laura, what was it? Giovanni's, and that was on
Oasis
of the Seas. Yeah. Amazing.
Yes. Most all of the Royal ships have a Giovanni's or a Jamie Oliver's, but they all have an Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
So good.
So which has better onboard activities?
Okay, you know where I'm going to go on this. I'm sorry, I'm going to go Royal, because when you start talking about all the different slides and you're talking about the flow rider and the rock walls and the zip lining and all that kind of stuff, that's hard to beat. Now, we're talking about pool outdoor activities. There are a zillion activities on these cruise ships for everybody. So between the two of them, you've got everything on Royal, which is all the slides and the thrills and the water parks and all that kind of stuff. Every cruise ship I've ever been on has a putt-putt course. So everybody's got that.
Right.
But, on some of the Royals, you can ice skate. You can, on some of the Quantum ships, you can do bumper cars, stuff like that. So, I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do. You can iFly. I don't iFly. I hurt my shoulder, so I can't iFly. But, it's kind of cool to be sitting in the middle of the ocean and jump on the iFly, and you are skydiving in the middle of the ocean, or, doing all the different things that they've got. So where Disney has amazing, onboard activities with all the character meet and greets, which is their big call to fame. They have incredible character meet and greets and different things like that for everybody to do, princess teas, all of that kind of thing. So again, it's, know your audience, know your family. Some of these families, you're traveling with a multi-generational family, and some of them may want to do some of these, iFly and Flow Rider. And I mean, you're surfing out in the middle of the ocean. Come on. And, those kind of things. Whereas some of the other families may be hardcore Disney and they want to do all the Disney meet and greets, which you can spend an entire cruise doing meet and greets. Those characters are out constantly. Constantly, you will find characters out. It is the best way to meet and greet characters is on a Disney cruise.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. And actually, I do want to dispel the myth, though, that Disney Cruise Line, I don't feel like people really know all the different activities that Disney Cruise Line does offer on board, Laura. Like, people know about the character meet and greets, which is awesome, claim to fame. The Princess Tea Party. There's the Wish has the Olaf special character interaction thing with Olaf too, which is unique to the Wish. I'm sure Disney's Treasure will have something as well. But let me just share my screen with you all real quick, since I have my own basically Disney Cruise Line reservation. But when you go to add your activities and you want to click on onboard fun, I just want to show everybody all the different options that you actually have on board a Disney cruise. So you have the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique makeovers. That's the turning him into a princess.
Mm-hmm.
But look at all these mixology and adult tasting things.
They're amazing.
Bourbon tasting, cognac tasting, martini tasting, mixology, 21 and plus. Of course, the Royal Gathering is the ticketed going to see the princesses. You have Shutter's Portrait Studio. You have the rum tasting. So like, I feel like Royal has probably more like thrill-seeking activities on board, but I feel like Disney has some really great, more relaxing onboard activities.
Mm-hmm.
And I would also say too that, you know, neither cruise line really advertises their activities that they have that you don't really need a reservation for, like bingo and trivia and things of that nature. And one thing that Disney does that you can't find on other cruise lines is like they have a character drawing, right? Like where you learn how to draw a Disney character, which is really, really unique. So I think you hit it on the head when you said you really have to know your family and know what they're looking for, because they're going to be very different experiences for sure.
Very different.
Dustin said you can't be Central Park and the relaxing experience at a day at sea. I agree. And then he also said the floating bar on Royal. He's talking about the
rising tide.
Rising tide as well. And hello, Facebook user. Hi. We're glad you're watching.
Hi.
And we don't know who you are. Make sure you give StreamYard permission so we can answer that. So which has better adult options?
You want to start?
I know I think Royal has more adult options.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have the gambling, you have more clubs, you have more bars in general. So I would say that Royal has more adult options. I would say Disney has more highly curated, crafted, and unique adult options in terms of their bar.
Royal has wine tastings and all of that as well. So I'd have to argue that one.
I'm talking about theming, because if you think about Disney Cruise Line, you have like Ooh La La Champagne Bar. You have Cadillac Lounge, which is like has Cadillacs. You have, you know, Tiana's the bar theme to Tiana on the Wish. I feel like the theming and overall ambiance is a higher caliber, maybe on Disney Cruise Line. Or it's still crazy.
There's a champagne bar on Royal that's, you know, called Bubbles, and it's all pink, pink bubbles. And there's a great bar on, I believe it's, I can't think of what it is right now. But on most of the ships upstairs, and it's very reminiscent of old steamships and stuff. And so it's decorated that way, and it's very themed that way. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
All right. Number 2, which has a better private island?
So again, know your audience. If you have thrill-seeking kids, thrill seekers in your group that's traveling, you're probably going to go to Coco Cay. If you're wanting very family-friendly, relaxing, you want to lay on the beach, you want to snorkel, swim with stingrays, that kind of stuff, maybe do the 5K on the island, then that's going to be Coco Cay. But I mean, oh my God.
Castaway Cay.
Castaway Cay.
Castaway Cay, yeah.
Yes. That's going to be Castaway. Coco, Perfect Day at Coco Cay is going to have a little more thrill action. It's got, just like Disney, it has a completely adult area. And you're still going to have kid areas. They both have great theming kid areas for the kids to play in and hang out. But if you're looking for more thrill, their water park that they have on their island is pretty legit. They've got a 1,600-foot zip line that goes through there. And there's
I will say that Royal's Perfect Day at Coca Cay is much bigger than Disney's. And instead of having, you know, an adult buffet and then a family buffet like Disney does, they have multiple locations of their buffet. So I feel like in terms of like getting food and that kind of stuff, I just felt like it was quicker and a little bit more efficient with maybe more food options than what Disney had.
The adult buffet is in the back. You have to take the tram for the adult only buffet because they have steak over there.
But I do think that I feel like Disney's Island is quieter. Like I feel like it is more peaceful. It's more restful. It's more relaxing, especially the adult only area with like the guitar player or whatever. Like I really love Disney's private island for that. Now we know that there's going to be a game changer on the horizon, Laura, because Disney has their brand new private island coming out, which is
Lighthouse.
Every single time I click it, it refreshes it and I have to go all the way down again. Lighthouse Point. Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point, which that will be debuting in 2024. Right, Laura?
Yes.
And I'm really excited for this. I can't wait to see what this new private island is all about and how Disney actually presents it and what they do. I'm really excited.
Well, you know, and it's very funny because Royal has two private islands. They have Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and they also have Labadee in Haiti. And Labadee is very, very serene. Very, to me, when we went to Labadee, it felt more like we were going to a private island instead of any other private island I've been to, because it's very lush. It's very, you know, true natural type of an island. So to me, Labadee felt more like a natural island as opposed to one that's been, you know, made up. So, you know, depending on what you want to do, you know, you can go between the, you know, which ones you want. Actually, right now, there is a cruise for Disney that will hit Castaway and Lighthouse Point.
Wow.
So you can do two private islands on one cruise. And I'm looking seriously at that one because I want to see Lighthouse Point.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
All right. So which one has better service?
I've said since day one, Disney service is second to none.
Yeah.
I've never had bad service on Disney. I feel like they take it a step above.
Yeah, I would have to agree with this one. I'd have to agree with you, Boo. I do. I think Disney has, and Royal service is great. I want to make sure that everybody understands that, like, I love Royal. I love Royal service. I think they offer very good service, but there is just a different level of care and sincerity and authenticity, I think, when it comes to how Disney trains their people. So
yes,
absolutely.
Yeah. I think it would be Disney. It would be a close call, depending upon, you know, the ships and stuff. Some of the Royal ships we've been on, we had the very best service, amazing, incredible servers, taking wonderful care of us. But overall, that's kind of been a consensus between my husband and I. The service on Disney, we felt like was just a touch better.
Yeah. All right. So comment give me the stateroom hacks, and Laura can send you her favorite stateroom hats. She has a nifty little guide she can send you all. And if you are watching on YouTube, there's a scheduling link if you want to reach out to Laura and schedule a complimentary consultation. Y'all, we don't plan vacations the way a lot of other people plan them. One thing that we really love to do, we like to get to know your family. We really want to know what you're looking to accomplish on your cruise vacation. We really want to know what your budget is. We want to create a custom curated vacation that's going to be unique and fit your family. And if you're not sure about Disney or Royal, Laura would love to help your family filter through all the noise and all the fluff on the internet and really help you narrow that down for you so that you can really come out with the best vacation possible. Dustin already wants the stateroom hacks. So
I got you, Dustin. I got you.
I love it. I love it so much. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining our live. Remember, we do this every single Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you click that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any of our amazing shorts and videos that we do. If you're watching in the Travel Genie Fan Club or our Facebook page, make sure you're following us and you have us listed in your favorites. That way you don't miss any updates. We did a really fun one last week. Derek and I did one about Disneyland versus Walt Disney World. Next week, Jesse's joining me, and we're going to talk about Disney World versus Universal Orlando. So that should be really, really fun.
Oh, that one could get feisty.
Yeah, it could get really feisty real quick. Absolutely. Well, Laura, thank you so much. Thank you all for following us, liking us in all the places. And again, comment, give me the stream of hacks, and Laura will send you her favorites.
Absolutely.